Hey everyone, welcome back to the WDW with Me podcast with myself, Darren, and as always, I've got Ashley alongside me.
Hi.
I know it's been a wee while since we've done one of these. Everyone that tries to do their Instagram, their Facebook, their YouTube will tell you sometimes real life gets in the way and just sometimes things go to the back burner. But for those that have requested it, and there has been loads, so thank you for that. We are going to start our Disney Dining Plan podcast. And I'm going to say series because I think it's going to be at least 2 or 3.
No, it can't just be one. There's far too much just for it to be one. But I think that's why it's taken so long for us to actually record it, isn't it? Because there's such a lot of content to be put into this. There's such a lot of information to be given, and for one episode to cover this would just be about 4 hours long.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. And the reason that it's took us so long to get this now is I don't think between the Disney community there's much of a bigger debate on a subject than the Disney Dining Plan.
No.
I will pre-warn you, I think this will be a Ashley Tangent special.
Completely. I'm not even disagreeing that. It will be.
This is going to go everywhere and anywhere. Literally. As we always say, we don't plan, we don't sit down and write down what we're going to say in these things. It's just genuinely, as it is right now, the both is sitting on our couch in our living room, just topic to talk about, and it so happens to be one of the biggest topics that, as we say, is so decisive.
Everything we're going to talk about though is in our planning pack right now. Like, we're sitting with that in front of us. It's the Disney Dining Plan page, and we're going to go through it slide by slide by slide and explain everything. There's 12 slides to this, so there's potentially only going to be 6 slides discussed here, maybe less.
Yeah, I think probably less, yeah.
Just because there's so much detail and so much that we can put into this. Just to make you think, is it worth it for me? Or if you've already got the dining plan, how can I maximise the value of this dining plan? And even if you've got it for free, you'd not be funny. You still want to.
Oh yeah,
you still want to maximise it. If you've been given the 2 quick service meals and a snack per day, you still want to make the most of that.
Yeah.
You don't want to just waste it. So we're going to try.
Even if you've been given the relatively new one quick service a day, you still want to maximise that.
And I think that's the most important one actually to maximise, because you want to make that go as far as you can. You want to feed that. You want to make that feed as many people as you can.
I think that's one of the biggest topics is the portion size.
Yeah.
Not just in Disney, but throughout probably the whole of the USA.
Disney portions are huge.
Disney portions are huge. Yeah. So a quick service meal can easily be shared between even 2 adults. Won't be the first we've done it, and it certainly won't be the last. So
there's also kids credits that can be changed to adults credits, and there's just so much that we need to cover here. So the first point of contact, or the first topic we're going to touch, is what is the Disney Dining Plan? So what is the Disney Dining Plan?
The way I kind of tend to best describe it to people who ask me is you're basically prepaying Disney for the food through your entire stay.
Yeah.
Now, it is only available to those guests that do stay on site.
Yep.
And if you do want a dining plan, you have to have it the entirety of your stay. You can't have it for like 7 days.
No.
Out your 14. It is for the full entirety of your stay. So just bear that in mind if you're looking at it. It will be for, if you're going for 2 weeks, it will be for your 14 days. And it's priced per person per night. And you get the price of it. It comes in normally around about, for us, if we're paying for it outright,
£30 per person per day, roughly.
Yeah. Normally comes out about £1,800 for the 4 days for the 2 weeks. Which, for food, especially your 2.
Sounds a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It does sound a lot of money.
But if you pay out of pocket for every meal, you can easily spend double that.
But if you're not, we're not big eaters.
No.
We still do come out on top.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of debate on this as to whether it's worth it. And for us as a family, it's completely worth it, because we tend to go around about the time where Epcot Festival's on.
Yep.
So we make the most of our snack credits because a lot of the food around the World Showcase in Epcot is classed as a snack credit. So that's an
Ashley's already off on a tangent in a way. We've not even explained what a snack credit is yet.
For us as a family, this is when we go, so it's worth it for us at this time
Yeah.
of year. Whereas if you were to go when there's not a festival on, I mean, for us we would still make it work because we know how to make it work. But if you're going during a festival and it's your first time, it's maybe the best time to go and to use the dining plan because you can make it worth your while without having to try. I think is the main topic here.
Ashley's already touched on credits and snack credits and stuff like that. So Ashley's about 4 slides ahead already. A perfect Ashley tangent. So
We did
yeah,
say this is going to be full of tangents.
Disney dining plan. Prepaying Disney for your food.
Yep.
You get allocated set meals a day.
Yep.
Or you get them allocated to you as soon as you check in. So if you want to use every meal credit in the one day before you even go ahead, you can. Or as you should be doing, spreading them throughout the entire stay.
Yeah, people do say that. Like, am I only allowed, say there's 4 of you going, am I only allowed 4 meals per day or 8 meals per day if it's 2? No. So if you're staying for 2 weeks and it's, say, 2 adults and 2 children, but one of your children are over 10, or 10 and over. So they're classed as an adult, right? So all your credits are going to be logged into your app. So you're going to have 84 adult quick service credits, and you're going to have 28 child quick service credits. You're going to have 4 refillable mugs, and you're going to have 56 snack credits on your app.
So as soon as you check in to your Disney resort, every single one of those credits will be available for you. So as I say, if you want to go on an eating fest and just decide I'm going to eat all my food in the one night,
You can?
you can. I wouldn't suggest it.
Definitely not.
The A&E bills in America can be pretty hefty, and that's where you're going to end up if you try and do that, I think.
So yeah, if you do a challenge like that, you go around Epcot and eat out in every single booth. That's where you'll end up. You'll end up in A&E and you will have a hefty bill.
Yep. So yeah, you'll get all them sent onto your My Disney Experience app, where you can also track them. Just keep an eye on them as you're going along. It will tell you that you've redeemed your mugs, your quick service refillable mugs, which we'll get onto. But them, they are pretty much
The self-explanatory, the resort filled only. A resort refillable mug.
as we've probably touched on before on a few podcasts, and that the cast members in the park will not fill these up for you, even with water.
No, they are not allowed to touch them.
It's basically a hygiene reason.
Yeah.
They can't provide you anything in a cup or glass that they can't guarantee is clean.
No, so they will give you a paper cup, and
Yeah.
it's up to you whether you put it into this or whether you just drink out of it.
So yeah, we've covered what is the Disney dining plan, and we've also covered about where these will be on your app. Well, they'll be on your app. Sorry, they'll be in your hotel reservation section of your app.
It covers My Disney dining plan.
Yeah, and you will see it on there if you log into your resort booking confirmation. There's a little slider bar where it'll tell you bus times, etc. And that there's also a dining plan there where you can keep a track on what you've used, what you've not used. So yeah. So
also on the bottom of your receipt, every receipt you get from the quick service will tell you how many you have left. So, and sometimes some cashiers actually say to you, like at the start of your holiday, obviously they're used to like Americans or locals having 2 or 3 days, and when they give you a receipt back having only redeemed say 3 meals, they'll say, my goodness, you've got 81 meals left to use. And it's, I've got another 2 weeks, so it's fine. They will let you know that.
Just make sure when you are using the dining plan that you do highlight the cast members that you want to use your dining plan to use this. And it's also one of these things that are linked to your Magic Band. You know, the WWE family love a Magic Band or two.
We do.
So you can tap your Magic Band. It will work using your Magic Band as well.
Be prompted at check-in to set up a PIN code.
Yep.
For this. And so if someone finds your Magic Band or your park ticket in the park, They cannot use this to claim your dining plan credits because they will not know your PIN code. We always say when we're scanning, use the dining plan, that's fine, not a problem. They scan it, then you put the PIN code in.
But the same as the PIN code if you're using your magic band or your room key to charge things back to the hotel room.
Yeah, it's the one PIN code that's used for everything, but you will be prompted to do that. So don't worry if anything gets lost. It can't be used.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And there's 2 types of dining plan. Well, actually, there's 3 now.
Yeah.
Technically, we can say there's 4.
There is 4.
Because there's our UK
Mm-hmm.
versions, but there's also the new one, which, oh my goodness, the new one, I do not know how anyone can eat that amount of food.
No. We're not even going to touch the new one, I don't think.
No, I don't think we can because it's insane.
Yeah. So if you want to look at that one, I think it's called the Premier Dining Plan. Have a look at that. We're not going to talk about that one because it is insane.
Yeah.
And as we get through the chats in this one, you'll understand why we tend to not go near that one or the Disney Dining Plan.
We do not do it. We don't touch it, do we?
And we'll explain that further on unless Ashley goes off on another tangent.
That's possible.
And probably talks about it 3 weeks before it's meant to be actually talked about. But yeah. Even though Ashley's pack, which we now find is out of date.
Well, it's not really out of date. There's 2 main ones. Nobody's really going to book.
If you're getting given that, you're getting given that. If you can't upgrade it.
Nobody is given the 2 sit-down meals and a quick service a day. No one. That is not a given. That's a paid for option.
But the Disney Dining Plan?
No, the Disney Dining Plan is. But not the Premier one.
So, there is technically 4 versions of the Disney Dining Plan. From the UK.
Not from anywhere in America.
So, for that, you have the quick service one, which is a 1 quick service meal a day, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a value quick service.
Yeah. Normally, if this has been given for free when you book your resort, this will be for your basic resorts. So, this is normally the one, when we book Pop Century, that we get offered All Stars and also Art of Animation.
Art of Animation isn't included this year,
is it not?
No.
No?
No, because I don't think they need to fill the Little Mermaid rooms. I think they're already full, so Disney only tend to put these promotions on in rooms. Not rooms that they can't fill, but I think with Art Animation it fills quicker.
Yeah.
So they don't need to use that as an incentive. But we would always say stay pop over Art Animation anyway, because you can just use the food top. So, yeah.
So, what to note about that single quick service dining plan is if you are going to take that one, having been given it with your booking, it does not include the refillable resort mugs.
Or your snack. So
it does not include those mugs, which can be purchased during your stay for about $23,
I think
it's about 25, 26 after tax it works out at. Which, on that dining plan, if we were to take that one, I would definitely still be buying the resort mugs on top of it because, well, a Coke or a Diet Coke in the parks or etc. can be about $5-6 each. Yeah. So you refill that thing 4 times,
you put your money back.
5 times just to make sure you've redeemed your money back in that cup alone.
Every morning anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
every evening.
I fill my cup up every morning at least twice or 3 times with Joffrey's coffee, which is about $7 a go as well. So yeah, we definitely get our use of resort mugs. So I would always recommend if you are getting that one, just to remember that it doesn't have the refillable mugs, but we would still probably advise people to buy them on that one.
I think this is the appropriate time to put in there when people say they don't think the dining plan is worth the cost, or any of the dining plans are worth the cost. They don't take into account how many times they're refilling their mug.
Yep.
Now we do. We're actually very, and it's not just for the page, but it's for us in a way just to make sure we're definitely coming out on top. Every time we refill that, I'll put a wee marker somewhere that we add up, that we say, well, do you know what? The dining plan for us still works. There may become a time where the dining plan doesn't work for us. But at the moment, it works. We fill up our mugs. We tend to leave parks to go to hotel quick services. So we take our mugs with us everywhere we go.
Yep.
and we refill them there. Like, it's so easy in Epcot just to jump out the back beside Remy at International Gateway, go to Beach Club, fill up your mug, have a wander around there, fill up your mug again, go back into Epcot, and there you go. You've had 2 drinks, which is normally $10, $12, $13.
Yeah.
There's your money done straight away. So that's forgotten about, I think,
Yeah.
the refillable mugs. And even if you were to purchase that out of pocket, it's still worth it.
Oh, definitely. Even if you're not any Disney dining plan at
You
all.
don't even need to be a resort guest to purchase a mug. You can physically walk in to any Disney resort if you're in Disney Springs anymore, because that's obviously a touchy subject.
Yep.
If you're in Magic Kingdom and you go on the monorail to the Grand Floridian or the Polynesian or the Contemporary, or even on the boat to Wilderness Lodge, you can purchase a resort mug and that will be active for 14 days.
Have you seen the latest rumours
What?
about the resort monorail?
No, don't tell me
That
they're doing the same thing.
It might only be for resort guests of
those ones? Of the
those ones.
deluxe?
Yeah. That's the latest rumouring rumbles.
So,
But that's another.
So we'll get to that point later. However, I did notice recently when I was looking on, we had a family recently who stayed at the Contemporary, and they had a few meals left at the end of their stay, and I had another family there at the same time, and they were in the Grand Floridian, just for a wonder, at the time that this family was leaving, and I said to them, would you like they've got meals remaining, are you hungry, would you like to use them? They were like, oh my goodness, that would be incredible. Yes. I could not mobile order at a deluxe resort because they had a reservation at another resort. I don't know whether this is the start of it.
Well, that would seem to suggest the rumours of
This
them.
was about a month and a half ago.
Well,
so this could be the start of something different.
That would
from
probably
Disney.
mean that the boats to and from would become resort guest only.
Wilderness Lodge away from me.
Oh.
I mean, we do stay on site. However, I don't see how they can take that away from resort guests. But also, I don't see how they can take that away from Magic Kingdom in general, because
you've got
if
ticket
you're
and transportation.
the TTC. Anyway, Darren has now gone off on a tangent. That was not my tangent.
It's 1 to 3004.
No, but it just shows you how much this could actually affect, because I would say the Disney dining plan, especially the quick service, in fact, even the table service in Magic Kingdom, is not worth it.
Oh no.
You would want to jump on the monorail.
Mm-hmm.
We do this every time. We do not eat quick service in Magic Kingdom unless it's Cosmic Rays, and that's for nostalgic purposes. Yeah. That's not for food quality. To the Grand Floridian to go to Gasparilla Grill.
Oh, Pickle Bills isn't the worst.
Pickle Bills is okay. For the kids,
They were big cheeseburgers, double bacon cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers. If your kids don't like burgers and they won't, and just look at the menu before you go.
Casey's.
Casey's is a good one, but we'll go on to that because there's a wee trick in Casey's that we can use.
Right, so get back to it. We've got 3 types of
let's
dining plan.
the major. The new one.
So we've just talked about the single quick service one that you can get. Basically, if you're booking a Disney holiday nowadays, there will be some sort of offer on from time to time where you get your dining plan free depending on the resort that you're staying in.
Or the days that you're staying.
So basic resorts normally get the single quick service meal plan.
Yep.
And then your moderates will go up to the next one, which is the quick service dining plan, which is your 2 quick service meals a day, your 1 stack credit each, and that one does include your resort mug, which is the one that we always get when we go.
Which is your Caribbean Beach, your Port Orleans, Riverside, and French Quarter, Coronado Springs. So these are the ones that you can get your
quick service dining plan, which is, as I say, the one that we normally get. Yeah. Now, you might be thinking, but you guys say you always stay at Pop.
Good.
Now, this is where it comes into it. If you're staying at a basic resort, I hate using that phrase, basic resort, when it comes to Disney, because it's just not basic.
No, so basically your 3-star value resort is actually probably a 4-star here.
Or
in the UK.
Even 5-star.
Yeah.
You know, there's no such thing as a basic resort. I absolutely hate that phrase. I hate having to use it. Now, when we stay at Pop Century, we often book it and we get given the single quick service plan. You can pay the option to upgrade to the next dining plan or the next one up again. You'll pay the difference. You won't pay for the dining plan that you want and complete. They'll take off the offer of what one that's been offered free.
Yeah.
So for us to upgrade, I think it was about £800.
If that.
Aye, if even that. So I think.
But to be fair, we did a blue light discount on that because of your job.
Yeah.
But that's only because we booked it through the Walt Disney Travel Company.
Yep.
Sometimes it is cheaper for people to upgrade to a moderate resort.
Yeah.
Than to upgrade the dining plan.
Yep.
So weigh up both options. For us, at the time of year we went over Veterans Day, we went over the switch between Halloween and Christmas. That's never going to be a cheaper time. It's not going to be cheaper to upgrade to moderate at that point. It was cheaper for us to upgrade to
The dining plan.
the quick service dining plan. Whereas there may be sometimes if you can upgrade, say from Pop to Caribbean Beach, or Pop to Port Orleans, do your sums.
Yep.
Because
you might find that I'm saying that I think it was roughly about 800. We'll go for 800.
Yep, say that.
So for us to upgrade our dining plan, on that last day we had, it was £800 for the four of us. Now you might be finding that, for example, you're thinking, right, I want to stay in all-star movies. I'm going to be given the one service,
the basic, yeah.
And I want to upgrade it to the quick service, the 2 quick service dining plan. And you might find that it's about £800 as well. But you might find at that time of year you're going that for you to upgrade to Caribbean Beach might only cost you £500.
Probably not the best one to look at to upgrade, because obviously with the Skyliner being there, that's going to have a bit of a hefty.
Yeah, probably Port Orleans.
I'd maybe say Port Orleans.
So you could find that. I'm just using it.
I know. I'm just saying, don't quote us on this because this is just an example.
You might find that for you to go and get a two-week stay at Port Orleans, which is classed as your moderate resort, it might only cost you £500, and that will include your two quick service meals. So it actually says, look at your sums, think about what you're doing. We tend to just we love Pop Century.
For us though, it was about £1,100 to upgrade to a moderate,
or £800 for the dining plan.
For us, was it being beneficial? It probably would have, because our friends were staying at the Riviera, and we could have walked to the Riviera from Caribbean Beach.
Yeah.
But it's one Skyliner stop to Caribbean Beach, and if worst case scenario, we could have walked from Skyliner stop to Riviera. So for us, the extra was not worth it at all.
And I mean, we're all talking about £300, but that's £300 worth of.
That's 3 days spending money for us when we're not on the. When we've got a dining plan, we don't need a lot of money spending. So.
Is that a visit to Olga's or we could borrow?
Yeah. So it's not. It's just what do you want from your holiday? Do you want to stay at a moderate resort? And see, to be honest, moderate resorts, I would say, are more 5-star resorts. They're not like, they come across as like, I'm pretty sure Caribbean Beach in one website recently came across as a 3-star. I mean, a 3-star hotel. That's not a 3-star hotel. I'm sorry, it's not.
No. I would say your basic resorts at Disney World at least 4-star.
Yeah.
And everything else above them 5-star.
We do love Pop. We stay at Pop anytime we go. We stayed at Animation once. For the price upgrade from Pop Century to Animation was £200, but we didn't get the one meal because of the offers that were on. That hotel wasn't included. So for us to stay at Pop, save that money, and get one meal a day free. I say free, obviously you're paying for it in some way, but free. But then for us to upgrade again to the 2 quick services and the snack and the refill, because I mean, at the end of the day, we would all buy a refillable mug. So there's $100.
$120
straight away with tax. So scrap that out. We've only paid $680 technically for the dining plan, which sounds a lot of money for food, but in a park where you're talking $100 per quick service for the 4 of us, that is not a lot of money.
No. And you will be that, a family of 4, a quick service restaurant, everyone having a meal, a drink. You are going to be the guts of $100 every time you go.
Because you need to remember, when you're looking at the website, at the meals, everyone's saying, "Oh, work it out. Look at the menus. Look at this. Look at the prices." you need to add tax to that.
Yeah.
People forget about adding the tax, and see at the end of the day, over 2 weeks, 14 days of meals times 2, add tax, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Now, as we said, this is the quick service dining plan we're talking about here. So you get your 2 quick service meals a day.
Yeah.
You get your 1 snack credit a day, which Ashley's already went off on a tangent about using it, the festivals, etc. and that. Some of your snacks can be $13.
Yep.
I mean, there's one at Epic Eats at Hollywood Studios, which is a funnel cake with ice cream and Oreos on it.
So good.
That is nearly $14 after tax. And we easily shared it between the 4 days, one visit.
But people keep saying our snack credits are just sweet things. This is where I'm going on about the festivals. They are not.
No.
Snack credits are not just sweet
No.
options.
Now, I'm going to talk about it now because you keep bringing up the festivals at Epcot. For example, this year there is only 7 weeks, I think, this entire year where there is not a festival of some sort on
Which
in
is
Epcot.
normal for
Yeah.
Epcot.
Yeah.
And if you happen to go to Epcot when there's not a festival on, then who are you?
And for those that have followed us along our Instagram journey, etc., and that we love food and wine.
Yeah,
It's
favourite one.
we will actually plan trips round about food and wine if we can. Food and wine and the Halloween party.
I actually planned people's trips this year around the first day of Food and Wine
Yeah.
just to get me some content, and they've said, if you want us there on the first day, we'll happily go just to get you some photos.
So what you will find is, and for those that don't know what we're talking about when we talk about Epcot festivals, Epcot is 4 festivals. I'm not going to get into the names and ins and outs of them all.
We've had a podcast on that already.
Have we?
Yeah, we've talked about them all.
Did we? Was that with me or someone else?
No, that was you.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
No, we're talking about favourite parts and why they're favourite parts, and that's why we discussed Epcot and all the names of all the festivals and the reasons why.
Yeah, but we've not done an in-depth proper one.
No. But we have discussed it, so go and listen to other podcasts. I can't honestly remember what one it is, so you'll need to listen to them all just to find it.
But Epcot have these festivals throughout the year, and for example, the one that we enjoy the best is Food and Wine Festival. And as the name suggests, it's a festival of food and wine.
Yes.
Now, what will happen is at these things you will see pop-up booths that have small entree kind of options.
But they're not even small.
No, they're not small. They're just the single-person servings. Let's go for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, we share them because they're so big.
There's savoury and there's sweet, and also there's wine and alcohol, etc. And that. What you will find during these festivals, they will have, at each of the little pop-up stands, they will have the menu outside them. What you will find, most of these savoury and sweet options have got the little purple Disney Denim Plan square beside them.
Yep.
Which means they are snack credits.
Yep.
And it is an incredible use of a snack credit.
I mean, ideally, anything over $6 is a great use of a snack credit. Yeah. We've always said that if anything's below $6, just pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
Do not use a snack credit on it.
Do not use a snack credit on water, or as Americans call them, chips, or as we call them, crisps. Yeah. Do not waste your snack credits in that, please. If you take one thing from this podcast, don't waste snack credit. So you can have a full day. You could use all your snack credits in one day at a Food and Wine Festival.
Yep.
Okay? Which we've near enough done.
Yeah.
But,
we have.
And that's going back to where you can use as many points a day as you want, as many credits a day as you want. They are great use because what we normally done is the very few times that we've been without the dining plan, we would fill up a gift card with like $200 on it and go round and have food and drink all day long.
Yep.
And that would last us halfway round.
Yeah, because the dishes are quite pricey. For the size of them, they're pricey.
Yeah. So I think one time there was I think they call it a lobster po' boy in America. It's like a lobster.
Something like $14 or something.
Yeah, it was like $14.95.
Yeah.
Snack credit.
Yeah.
Which is an outstanding use of snack credit.
Do you remember that beef thing that we had one year? And I craved about it for the next, for a year later, and then when they brought out the menu, I was like,
was that
my.
Was that the Argentinian beef skewer with a...
I don't know, but there was mashed potato with it, and it was incredible. And I was like, this needs to come back. It was something like $11. And for that to be a snack credit price, that, to me, I don't eat a lot, that was a full meal.
It was an Argentinian seared beef skewer.
So we then, like, I had that as a dinner.
Yeah.
So we
Oh, I want that now.
then, I know, how incredible was that dish?
This is the thing about talking about dining plan and dine. I'm hungry now.
See, this is why. So a lot of it. This is also going into personal stories. So all of our followers know that I'm going through a bit of a journey just now, and I'm not hungry due to treatment. And they know that if they're away and if they're in Florida at the moment, they send me photographs of food just to encourage me to eat. And this podcast is going to be able to go and just eat everything in the cupboards because it's so good. But honestly, this dish, I dreamt about it until the next trip. It was so good.
It's the chocolate lava cake at the Ireland
The
stand.
frushi.
I don't like frushi.
I love the frushi. The frushi was incredible. Incredible. But that's the joy of going with a larger party. Everyone gets something different and you all just try it. Yeah, so when you go in a big crowd, everybody orders different things.
Yeah.
And everybody goes to different booths. And I think that's part and parcel of it because our last trip, we were there the last week or two of Food and Wine. And we actually didn't get to use as many of our credits as we wanted to.
No, but that was because that time of year, which we've already touched on. I will not go back to Florida at that time of year.
It was exceptionally busy. So at the end of the trip, we ended up with so many snack credits left over because like we'd saved them for Food and Wine. And actually, that was a mistake. And that just shows that we are...
But it also brings us on to another good point that, for example, for our kids, for all their little friends back home, as much as we're saying don't use them on things like below $7 or stuff like that, you know, we said to them, right, pick bags of the bigger bags of sweets for your friends.
Yeah.
You know, the Disney Parks ones.
The ones that are included in the dining plan, absolutely.
Yeah. So, which isn't a great use of them, which we were kind of loath to do, but it was either that or we lost them.
Yeah, so you would rather use them than lose them.
And it brings us back to another point as well, where you were talking about the family trying to offer the family food. Yeah. We do something on the last day of our stay that, you know...
It sticks with us forever though, because on our last day, we've touched on this, we took our kids to the arcade, they know that's their last day.
Yeah.
So we go have breakfast with our dining credits. We take the kids to the arcade. Yeah. Somebody sits with luggage, somebody takes them in, and then we switch because, let's face it, the arcade's just overstimulating, so we need to take it in turns because it's crazy.
And plus, I need to go to the toilet often and wipe my tears away because I'm leaving Disney World.
Very true. And then what we do is, after they've had the arcade, they've used the cards, the Max, the card that you load with Disney dollars. Then we go outside and sit at the wee bit in Pop Century beside the pool. All the tables are, and Darren will go in, however many meals we've got left over, Darren will go in and offer them to families, and then we'll switch and I'll go in to offer them to families. And you know, that is the most... I don't want to say heartfelt because that's not the right...
It's not even, we don't do it for rewarding.
No, we don't. We just don't want to lose these credits.
We don't want to lose them. We've paid for them. We're not going to use them, so why shouldn't someone else use them?
Someone else should use them. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of strange when we're kind of hanging about the checkout area, but you go up to people, you see what they've got, you know that's going to be one meal credit that they've picked up, or 2 meal credits.
Well, you explain what you did in the last day, and I'll explain what I did in the last day, because we both did 2 completely different things.
Well, I went in, and there was a lady who had obviously just arrived. She was in the obviously waiting in her room, being ready as well. So she had her suitcase, she was trying to get a tray with food, etc., and that through it, and she was fumbling about trying to get her card out, her wallet, etc., and that, and I just went up and I said, "Have you just arrived?" She went, "Yes, is it that obvious?" I went, "Well, it is a wee bit, yeah." I goes, "This is going to sound strange, but I'd like to pay for your lunch." She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, I'm checking out today, and I've got meal credits left from the dining plan. What you've got there is a meal credit that I'm not going to use. There you go." And she was like, no. And basically, well, she still said, no, I tapped my magic band. And that was it.
Yeah.
And she literally burst into tears.
Yeah, I had a few tears too.
And it's all about looking after each other, I think. Yeah. You know, and it's not, we don't do it enough. Disney World, as much as we always say, is the most magical place in the world, there's a lot of horrible things that go on in Disney World as well.
Yeah.
With guests being angry with each other. I mean, we all see the viral fights, etc., and that go on.
We've all seen it in front of our eyes. It's
Yeah.
not just viral. We've all seen it happen in
You
the
know,
parks.
we see it. We just need to learn to look after each other, and just, you know, and that we don't do it for any gratitude. We don't do it for anything other than.
I just don't want to give the mouse more money than what he needs.
Yeah.
To be honest, I want to beat the mouse. And I'm not saying I'm doing it just to be horrible, but I want to beat the mouse.
Not with a stick, I hope.
No.
No.
But then you came out and you were like, "Oh, that's amazing! I get rid of 3 meals for this one lady and her family." And I was like, "Right, I'm going to go in now." So you sat with the kids and I went in, and there was a lady. So in Pop Century, there's 3 different places you can order food. So she was standing at the pasta counter, and she was on her own. And I said to her, "Are you on the dining plan?" And she said, "No." And she said, "What's the catch?" And I said, "Absolutely nothing." I said, "I'm only asking because I'm leaving in about 2 hours' time. I have got, I don't know, say 6 meals left, and I need to get rid of them."
I think we had 7 left.
But when you'd went in, there was 7. So just for talk's sake, I just said we had 6 left. And I need to get rid of them. So please, can I pay for your lunch? And she was like, "No, don't be silly. That's ridiculous." I said, "Well, it's either that or we lose them." And she said to me, "I'm here for my son's birthday." And I still remember her. She added us on socials after it. She came up to us, didn't she, when we were sitting outside. And she might listen to this, I don't know. She tried. She said she was here for her son's birthday. They'd saved up for years to come for her son's. Now, her son was an adult. Her son was there with his own family. She was there herself. Her son and his family were there, and her other son was there. And they'd all been up individually to order their things, and they were sitting at their table. And just by chance, it was her that I got. And she said, "This is all I want." And it was a plate of, I can't remember what it was some sort of pasta dish. There was no side, no drink, no nothing. And I said, "Please go and pick up a drink." And she was like, "Oh no, can I no, it's fine, I'll just get a water." I said, "No, please get a drink, because a drink comes with it. A drink is included." And she went, and I'm pretty sure it was a Prosecco she maybe grabbed. I said, "Put it in the fridge. If you don't want to drink it now, put it in the fridge for later." So she did that. And then she cried at the checkout. And I remember saying to the cashier, I says, I'm going to use dining credits for this. And he said, "That's fine, everybody does it. Don't worry about it." So Disney know that you can gift meals. And she cried again. She went and sat down with her family. She was still crying, and that just made me feel so humble, because we could actually gift these things to people. And yes, we paid for them, but at the same time, it wasn't costing us any money to do that, because we'd already paid for it. So why are we going to lose them? And then there was a signage I wanted to get a photo of for Instagram, just because if you're going to Universal or if you're going out for the day, I wanted to get a photo of an option that you could use to take out, so you're not losing those credits. As much as we say the credits roll over, you still don't want them to build up, and then you can't use them. So I got a photo of this sandwich, grabbed a bottle of the same Prosecco actually that lady had picked up as a meal. She came out to say thank you to us again with her son and introduced us to her son. And I said to her, "Listen, I've just literally I've ordered this, I've taken a photo. Please go and put this in your beverage cooler for either when you come back to the park tonight," because they were going to it was a special tickets event. Was it Jollywood they were going to that night? I can't remember.
I think it was Jollywood. Yeah.
They were going somewhere anyway. They were going to a special ticket, like an after hours event of some description. And by the time they got home, everything would be closed. So I said, "Please take that back, put it in your room and have it later." And she's like, "Oh, I couldn't do that. You've already paid for one meal." Well, please take it. I've benefited from it for taking photos of it for socials. So please take it. I want you to have it. We've not touched it. It's fresh. It's whatever.
Sealed.
Yeah, you take it. You use it. If you want to eat it in the morning, you eat it in the morning. It'll be absolutely fine. Yet again, she cried. And there was also an elderly couple who were going up to the counter, and they'd ordered one meal between them. Now, we always say we could easily eat one meal between us, easily, because they're huge. But they got this one meal. They were going to get a water again, just a water out the fountain, because it's free. and I'd said to them, no, please go and pick up a drink. So they went and got an iced tea and they put it in their fridge. And yet again, the man, he was like, oh, this is so lovely, thank you very much. And the woman, she just kept it. There's been so many tears.
So we've just spoke about the two quick service dining plan there, and we're going to talk on to the third one. As we've stressed before, there is 4, but I'm not going to talk about the 4.
That's just insane.
Yeah, it's an insane, incredibly insane amount of food. And as we'll find out when we talk about this next one, you'll find out why it's really no for us. So your third option's the Disney dining plan, and that's what it's called, the Disney dining plan. And this one includes a quick service a day. Is it 2 snack credits or just still the one?
Still the one.
Just the one snack credit. Your refillable mug, but this one has your sit-down table service option.
Yeah.
So your character dining, which, just disclaimer, some of them do take 2 credits per person. For example, your Cinderella's Royal Table.
I think when it comes to character dining, that's the way to make the most of your table service. If you
yes. If you're going that one, you're character dining it every day of the week.
Character dining.
Yep.
Every single trip, every single time to make your money.
You also have your expensive, like Chefs de France is a really expensive restaurant, and that's 1 credit.
Yeah, but you also have your 2, which is Lucelli, and your...
Yep. Oh, Lucelli.
I mean, I keep...
We've just done the exact same thing there, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly. We both love Lucelli. And to be honest, I would say Lucelli is the only table service that is worthy of 2 table credits. Because I think the majority of 2 table credits...
This is where we don't see eye to eye. I love Cinderella's Royal Table.
I don't hate it. I don't. I'm not saying
that's a strong word.
I don't.
That's not a word that should be thrown about in a Disney chat.
It's not Chef Mickey's.
Yeah, we leave Chef Mickey's part.
I'm not talking... Chef Mickey's is not included in the one that's worth the table service credit. Let's just ignore that. But I think when it comes to Cinderella's Royal Table, eating in the castle is spectacular, yes. But food is horrific.
It's not horrific, it's edible.
The children are overstimulated. But it's one of the best character experiences we've ever had.
Character experiences you get there is insane. The magic wishing star, etc., is insane.
But ours broke.
Yeah.
The one broke. So, I mean...
That's where I would say Cinderella's Royal Table is...
It's not.
I'd say it's still one. You're eating in Cinderella's castle at the top of Main Street, USA, in the Magic Kingdom. You've got your 1 quick service meal a day, you've got your 1 snack, you've got your refillable mug, but you've also got that table service meal. What we do have to stress here is gratuities on your table, or as we might refer to them as sit-down meals, is not included or paid for by the Disney dining plan. That will need to come out of your own pocket, so just bear that in mind.
So if you're adding this on to your package, you're talking about adding, I would say in the ballpark, if you're there for 2 weeks, you need to add on at least $800
for gratuities.
Just for tips.
Again, depending on the size of your party, that would be, I'd say, about $800 on tips.
For a party of 4.
For a party of 4. If your party of 6 or above, it's now 20% automatically added onto your bill at Disney World.
So you're talking, if you're 6 or more, you're talking about $1,000.
So just please remember that when that comes to that, and maybe, going down your line of how you choose what dining plan. The reason that we don't do the Disney dining plan and we don't recommend it on any of our socials, and that is a sit-down restaurant or a table service credit, etc. You can easily wipe 2 hours of your day, your part day, out on that one meal. It will, from start to end, you can essentially say it would take between 1 to 2 hours per meal.
And we don't.
And that's a day if you're using a table service.
Every day. Yeah.
And for us as a family, that is too much of our part day taken up by a meal.
And can I just add in here, for all I would say we're now on about 70 families we've helped, and I would say about 20 of those have been on the table service dining plan. They have all run out of quick service meals. And they have all their table service done. And they have now had to pay out of pocket for food. Because they have to use them.
Mhm.
Or they don't. If they don't use them, they lose them.
Mhm.
And they don't want to eat that amount of food every single day, so they've cancelled reservations. And they've run out of quick service and they've had to pay for quick service. So for us, that is enough. For me, I mean, we know what it's like, and we know that the 2 quick service options is more than enough for us. As much as people are saying, oh, you need to eat 3 meals a day, we're not talking about that. We're talking about if you have 1 sit down meal a day, you are categorically going to have to pay out of pocket for more food. Because, yes, it's a big meal. Whether you choose breakfast, lunch, or dinner, wherever you have this meal, it's not set at dinner time, it's not set as quick service as lunch.
Yep.
Your snack credits your breakfast and your table service is your dinner. It's not set like that, it's set whatever way you want to do it. But every single family, and between 20 and 30 of them, that's a lot to say the same thing. That they have ran out of quick service options because they found that the table service was far too much food and they didn't want to sit at it, especially with heat, humidity, everything else. So for us, the table service is 100% not worth it. And then to find out that you've paid the extra for the deluxe resort to get the table service, to then pay an extra $1,000
Gratuities,
on
potential.
gratuities is insane.
Yeah, absolutely insane. So,
But that's also something that if you want to do that, we're not saying that's the wrong thing to
No.
do. We're saying for us, it's not what we do. We don't want to waste time doing that, but also we could not eat that amount of food.
no.
But also for 20 to 30 people to say the same thing says to me,
Just take that into
take
consideration.
that into consideration, maybe downgrade your resort to a moderate. And then if you want 1 or 2 table service characters,
Pay out of pocket.
pay out of pocket.
That's what we always do. We always pay out of pocket for any character
Yeah.
dining that we want to do. It just works out better for us.
Yeah.
And as Ashley's saying there, and it's something that we say pretty much every podcast or everything that we ever do, we're not saying something's wrong.
No, not
Like
at
we
all.
will never say the Disney dining plan with the sit down meal is wrong. We will never ever say that. It's just not for us. And that's how we need to get it across.
It's not for us. We don't eat that much food.
Yep.
The heat makes us feel like all we want to do is just snack anyway. So that's what we do. That's why we share meals between us, because we don't want a lot. If you are the kind of person that wants to eat a sit down meal with, I'm not even going to say decent food, because see, to be honest, see the quick service, a lot of the quick service you can get pretty good food. It's not all burgers and chips. That is not.
No.
That is not what quick service means. It doesn't mean fast food.
No.
People think quick service means fast food, and it does not. There's so many salad options, there's so many healthy options. I have got a massive post on our page about the healthier options. I wouldn't say Toronto Wrap's healthy.
No, I
Toronto
never
Wrap's
said it was
incredible.
healthy. I'm just saying it's
No, Toronto Wrap's incredible. But I think before you think, oh, I need a big meal. It's like it's not your holiday where you go a self-catering holiday to, say, Gran Canaria, and you go out for your breakfast in the morning and you buy things from the supermarket for lunch and then you go out for dinner. It's not like that in America. That is not what we're talking about for Disney. So it's not like you need a big sit-down dinner at night time. You don't go back to the resort and get changed for dinner. It's you eat when you're hungry. You don't want to waste time sitting down, because you're talking
that's
about...
only in our opinion that's a waste.
This is our...
We would much rather be in the park, experiencing the
But
park
also,
than
someone has asked us, in fact, 20 people, 30 people have asked us our opinion. We've given them it, went and done what they think is right, and they've come back and said, you were right. And that's because we've tried
But again,
and tested.
that's the wrong terminology, I think, right and wrong.
No, it's not right.
We gave advice.
Yeah.
People
Did their own thing.
not even did their own thing. They went with what they thought was right for them.
Yep.
And they've come back to us and said,
you were right.
No.
That was the word. You were right.
Right. And then the next time they go back, they'll consider that.
The next time they go back, they will change the result
that's the
from
whole
Beach Club.
point behind what we do. We will give advice. We'll give what we think, but ultimately, what you think is right for you is what you do.
Yes.
And if you come back and you think, right, well, we were given that advice, we went with this, it's maybe not right for us. What we'll do is we'll try the advice the next
We'll
time.
try yours, yeah.
You know, and that's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
We're trying to help people kind of balance everything that goes into a Walt Disney World holiday.
And it's not, we're not just talking about them here. We try and balance everything for everybody. But this topic is specifically on the dining plan because it has been the most requested thing. And I can say every single day I get at least one message asking about this dining plan and how to maximise it, what it is. And that's why we're doing these podcasts, just so that we can point people to this.
I think with how long we've talked already, I think we're going to cover one more point.
What is a dining plan? What is a credit? What do you get when you have a quick service credit, and what do you get when you have a table service credit?
So that's what we're going to touch on now. We've just spoke about dining plan and how you're going to get these credits allocated to you at the start of your stay. But what is actually a credit? What do you get for that credit that you've got? So we'll start with a snack credit. A snack credit is anything that's like from a cupcake to, as we say, a festival booth item or one of those bigger desserts, etc. That genuinely anything that's a snack credit will have the little purple.
It's like a purple. The only way to describe it is a purple band.
Aye.
Isn't it?
It's
really?
purple, white.
Yeah, with the Disney logo
Mhm.
with a purple background.
Yeah. And you'll see this on pretty much every menu that you go and see. There will be this.
Not online.
No, not online. No. When you're in the
Physical.
parks, physically, you will see this. Generally speaking, anything that's got beside it is a snack credit.
Yeah.
And this can range from anything. Starbucks do we call it extra large, but they call it some
A grand.
Mundi Grande
A
or
grande.
whatever it is. Yeah. And it's like $14.
Yeah, so you don't. If you're going to Starbucks to order a snack credit, you never order a small.
No.
Always order the biggest drink you
Mhm.
can because it's the same as a snack credit.
Yep.
And to be fair, our kids love going to Starbucks and ordering their snack credits.
So for a quick service meal, quick service credit meal, you are going to have your main entree,
Yep.
a side.
Yep. But
and
most of them come as a side.
Yeah. If it comes with a side, you'll get a side.
Yeah.
And a beverage.
Yeah.
Which for those over 21 can be of an alcoholic variety.
Yes.
Now, if you've probably heard us say this before, if you are over the age of 21 and you do like a little beverage throughout the day while you're on vacation and enjoying your day in the Floridian sun, it certainly is a good way to maximise the value of your
Yes.
dining plan. Is
100%.
getting an alcoholic beverage.
Yes.
Most quick service locations will have some sort of alcoholic offering.
Yep.
So, as I say, if you want to go down that line, have an alcoholic drink with your lunch or your dinner, by all means do pick one up because it's certainly a good juice.
Yes.
So most of the Disney cocktails that they have on these quick service things come in between $12 and $14 themselves.
Well, I'm actually, so as you say that, I've just gone onto the app and gone into Flame Tree Barbecue.
Yep.
And I'm looking.
Was that not $18 that was?
So the entree for the ribs, chicken and pulled pork sampler, which includes ribs, marinated, slow smoked chicken and smoked pulled pork, got signature baked beans and coleslaw, is $18.99. And then if you were to add the specialty cocktail, which is £17 or £17, $17.50, that is some meal credit. You can add that cocktail as your drink. There is a $36 meal credit.
Which is phenomenal.
Just for
one credit.
One credit.
So if you can do that and then do it again, that is an incredible use of your
For two
meal
adults.
credits.
And I see, to be fair, that would be 4 people.
And yeah, that platter at Flame Tree Barbecue, if you're in Animal Kingdom, that's where you go.
That's the place to go. Satula Canteen's good too.
Flame Tree
However,
Barbecue.
Flame Tree Barbecue
If you
is...
enjoy your barbecue,
Yeah.
it's insane.
It is, and make sure if you do drink alcohol and you do like a range of alcoholic beverages, please make sure you scroll the menu.
Yep.
And if you like the most expensive one, please get the most expensive one because that you just beat the mouse.
Generally speaking, any alcoholic beverage added to your credit is going to make it worthwhile.
Yes.
Generally speaking.
100%.
But certainly the specialty cocktails, which, as Ashley said there, that one was £18. Rough park estimate, they're normally between 12, 15,
Yeah.
etc.
Just look at the menu.
Yep.
And see if you're unsure if it's included or not. Do a mobile order.
Yep.
And then if it's included on the final screen, it will tell you it's included, or if it's not included. Most of the time, it is included.
Yeah.
Make sure you do that. But also, if you're doing it in your resort, if you're ordering a breakfast, so
this is where we sound very Scottish.
Yeah, we do. So we ordered like the bounty platters. So we got 2 between the 4 of us because
But that
quite a lot of food.
But that loads me. I don't like using credits for breakfast, but we'll come on to that in the next chat.
You don't like using credits for breakfast, however, we're not using 4 credits because there's 4 of us. We're using 2 credits to feed the 4 of us because, to me, doing it that way makes it more.
And actually, we'll pick up two wines or 2 Prosecco's and put them in the fridge for later.
2 wines, 2 Prosecco's or 2 beers or whatever. And then we'll take them back to the room. We might eat the food in the canteen, we might not, we might take it back to our room. It just depends on what we're doing that day. If I'm doing laundry, we'll just all sit outside beside the pool and eat it. Or we'll sit in the air conditioning, depending on what time of year it is. And then we'll take the bottles back to the room for later on. Because with your refillable cup, you get your coffee, you get your soda, you get your whatever you want in that. So you're wasting a credit by adding a bottle of Coke Zero or a bottle of Diet Coke or a bottle of water. Never add a bottle of water. That's never do it. Never. That's just, it's a crazy waste of credits. And we're going to come on to that in the next podcast about ordering in for if you think you're going to have like meals that you're not going to have covered by your dining plan, you will order in groceries. However, in that, we order cases of water. So never, ever, ever use water as your...
And you can go anywhere at quick service.
And get free water.
Or an outdoor stand and ask, can I have a cup of water? And
Yeah.
give you.
Yeah. So never waste it on that. And also, if you're at your resort and you have a refillable mug, never waste that on a bottle of fizzy juice. It's crazy to do that. People want to do that. If people don't drink, that's fine. But if you do drink alcohol, please, please, please save those credits for that. And I'm not saying just to drink alcohol. What I mean is to make it worth your while.
Yeah.
Money-wise.
And we're by no means saying you're only going to beat the dining plan. I hate that phrase, but Ashley's used it already.
I love beating the dining plan.
We're not saying that you're going to have to drink alcohol to do it. We're just saying it's a good way to maximise value per credit.
You don't have to. To enjoy it. Yeah. But no, we do have coffee, and if Darren was to go up to get his breakfast in the morning with his refillable mug and he orders his bounty platter, he'll go to the checkout and he'll say, can I use the dining plan? And he'll scan it with the bottle of Prosecco or whatever, but he'll also hold his mug up and say, do you mind if you give me a paper cup for the coffee, because I don't want my refillable mug to taste of coffee? And they'll give you a paper cup to put your coffee in.
Yeah, one of the insulated large, and it's normally a large one they do give you. Same size as your resort.
Cup. They give you for your coffee so that because we've done this countless times. We've mixed. There's been times that the kids have wanted the same colour cup as you. Yeah. And we've given them the wrong one, and they drink their Coke, and they say that tastes of coffee.
It does tend to taste, because it's an insulated plastic mug.
Yes.
That you've got, so the coffee can. But yeah, so I get my paper cup, and I'm straight to the Joffrey's self dispenser, which you get in all the Disney resorts. You can probably
sit and lie under that with your mouth open and just...
genuinely. Like,
yeah.
that is, in the Disney resorts, there is the free service Joffrey. It's a massive tank. Like, I really...
It's huge, yeah.
I've actually emailed Joffrey's asking, how can I get one of these?
Yeah, that's true.
And I got a smiley face and a thumbs up back. So I don't know if that's one on its way to me or what.
I think that the cast members know that the mugs taste of Coke.
Yeah.
They'll happily give you this mug, but all you need to do is ask to get a cup. and they'll give you it. Like, we've had no issues in the past asking for a cup just to put coffee in because you want either water or soda
And
or
even
whatever.
if you don't have your mug with you and you've just paid the dining plan,
They'll still give you a cup.
they'll still know that you've paid for the so you don't.
I've never done that though. I've always just carried the cup.
I wouldn't risk it. I'd have the cup with me, but I would believe that it would still come up because
especially if you pay
the till system I've used, they still use the same till system
of course.
as when I worked there, and it flashes up in dining plan and it tells you what
But
exactly.
there's also times I've walked up with a mug and not had any food to purchase.
Mhm.
And just said, listen, I've got this, do you mind giving me a cup for the coffee? Because I don't want the mug to taste coffee. And they absolutely do.
Mhm.
But also in our packs, any quick service restaurant within the parks or the resorts. Now, this is not all of the quick service options.
I'll need to proofread this again. Just so I'll let it sit.
This is the most valuable
That we've come across.
I wouldn't say the most valuable. I would say these are the dishes that are the most expensive.
To use an American phrase, the biggest bang for your buck.
These are the biggest bang for your buck. So we have, if you are going specifically to beat the dining plan and not just going on what you fancy on a daily basis, this is the plan to follow.
But that phrase, to beat the dining plan, right? As I say, I hate using that.
But I don't.
But
I love it. I love beating mouse.
There's no point ordering the most expensive meal on the menu if you don't like that meal.
Yeah.
That sounds common sense, but there's no point in that.
Well, you wouldn't go to, say, for talking sake, Backlot Express. No.
I would go to Backlot Express.
No, you would. Let's take Dock and Bay 7. You wouldn't go to Dock and Bay 7 and order the tuna poke bowl because you don't like tuna. And that's one of the most expensive. However, you would go to Backlot Express and order the smoked barbecue pulled pork burger and a cocktail.
Which I do every visit we go there.
Every visit we go there, you do. So, to me, on these things, there's an option for everyone. If you want to beat the dining plan, there's an option for it.
Yeah.
But if you want to go and you've prepaid for this and you're just thinking of it as, I've prepaid the meals, I just want whatever I want to eat, then that's fine. That's your holiday. That's what you want to do. For us, we want to make sure we maximise this and we don't lose out.
And it's also where we're trying to justify why we always say the dining plan is for us.
Yeah.
We won't say it's better to have and not need.
For us, it's better.
Yes.
But not for everyone.
No, not for everyone. So to kind of wrap up, and it's something that, as I say, we don't really use. We've never used, but we've spoke about a snack credit there. We spoke about the quick service credit. So the table or sit down credit. What you get for that is, and as I say, we can use that character dining, etc. What you'll get is when you go for a sit down menu, you can either choose a starter.
No, you can't. Not anymore.
No?
Nope. You can only have a main and a dessert.
Can you?
No one is changing it now to a starter. It's only a main and a dessert.
That's outrageous. When did that change?
Not that long.
Right, so you'll get a main entree and whatever condiments or side aperitifs that comes with. Like that word?
Yeah, I think you've made that up.
I've not made it up. And then obviously your dessert. It will include your drink. Only one drink. And
even the 2 credit meals only include one drink.
Yep.
Which is why they don't make them one.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be a sit down. I'm not going to even really touch on it because we've never experienced it having to use it. Any sit down.
But we do know about it.
Yeah. And if you want more information on it, by all means, reach out to us. We will. We do know all about it, but it's as simple as I can make it for the sake of this podcast. As I've just been informed by Ashley, it used to be, when I worked there in 2015, it used to be you could either have a starter and your main meal, or you could have your main meal and a dessert. Which now
it's only a dessert.
Right. So you get a main meal and the dessert, which even for those families that don't like desserts, that's not helping anyone.
No.
So we've already said our views in the sit down table, but I just wanted to touch there before we finish this podcast. We spoke about all these credits, etc. That, but just to explain what you actually get for a credit.
Yeah, so basically you get
Where are you going here?
no, I'm just saying if you've got the table service or the Disney dining plan, you still get your mug.
Uh-huh.
You still get your one quick service a day.
Yep.
You get your one table service a day, which is your main, which they class as an entree,
Mhm.
and a dessert with a drink, one drink, and you get your snack. But some meals are quick service, two table service, sorry, two table service credits, and for us, when you work out the sums and the numbers, the ones that are two table service credits actually only add up to 1.5 table service
Value-wise.
value wise. So unless you're going to Hoop to Do review, which has got a show
Yep.
included, and I'm going to say this because I don't mean it 'cause I don't like it, but Cinderella's Royal Table because it's in the castle potentially could be worth it. The only one I would say is 100% worth it is Lucelia
Yeah, Lucelia is definitely worth those
for
2
your
points.
2.
2 points credit.
Another way I would say would be worth your one table service, as if you're in Hollywood Studios, and you use it towards your Fantasmic dining.
Yeah. Or even Hollywood and Vine. Character line.
Yeah, if you're in Hollywood Studios, you can use it in Hollywood and Vine, you can use it in Hollywood Bound Derby, and you can use it in sci-fi. So that would make it worthwhile because I think it works out another extra $20 per person to do the Fantasmic dining package. So if you're a table of 4, there's another 80. However, you then need to remember that $80 is taken into the gratuity. And that's another reason why we don't think the table service is worth it, because of the gratuity. And I think
Not that we don't not want to give gratuities.
No.
We tip whenever we go.
No, we tip whenever we go. However, for us, paying out of pocket for the table service dining plan is a lot of money.
To then have to consider a lot of money for
To then have to consider another
gratuities.
$600 to $1,000, depending on where you eat,
Yep.
because it's a 20% of your bill. It's not a
If a party's a 6 more.
Yeah. But even then, they
Yeah.
automatically give you a 20% on, like they give you 18, 20 or 22% on the bottom of your bill, and it tells you how much you either pay 18, 20 or 22%, and that is, you have to do it.
But
You
you,
don't have a
you
choice.
don't have to tip.
But you do.
It's just very much customary in America.
Yeah, and I think that that's a massive thing, but it's not something to get into because it's a very much, it can become a topic of debate.
As she turns around and looks at me.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, in the UK, the tipping culture is very, very different to the US, and people don't take that into account with their spends. That
You have to remember though, in America, the staff that are waiting on you get paid considerably less than they
Yes.
should be.
but that is not discussed enough for people from the UK to
Yeah.
accept that they have to give 20% of
The-
their
the-
bill.
The people in the UK that work in that industry, I'm not saying they get an amazing wage,
No, they absolutely don't.
but they get a wage enough to live.
Yep.
But in America,
They don't.
they literally don't get enough to live, and they basically
No lie.
depend on tipping.
Yeah.
But again, that's not a topic for
It's
this
not,
chat.
It's not a topic we're discussing either, because it's just, I don't think it's a great topic to discuss at
No,
all.
and we were just highlighting it there that you've paid for the Disney dining plan. You are going to have to take that extra spend into consideration as well for every sit down meal that you
This
have.
is not classed as an all inclusive.
No.
You have to then tip more.
Yeah.
And I would say between $600 and $1,000 extra
For a 2-week stay.
for a 2-week holiday. So take that into account, because it needs to be done.
We will always, if anyone comes to us and says, I'm thinking about the Disney dining plan, what would you suggest? We will always say the quick service dining plan.
We will never say the table service, but that's because it's not for us.
We won't say never. We will, whenever anybody in our families that have contacted, especially Ashley, will attest to this, that before we give any advice or we make any recommendations, we will genuinely get an entire background of what you're looking for in your holiday, who's going, what you want to do, etc. We will get all that first. We'll do a research first before providing any. And if a family contacts us and says, every single day while we're there, we want to do a character dining, we'll say, well, the Disney dining plan is going to be your best option.
But we will also tell you to make sure you have extra money with you, because we've always said that doing this page and doing these podcasts and socials and whatever, YouTube, we will be 100% honest.
Yep.
And for us, we know as a family how much we eat in a day in the UK. And we also know, having gone to Orlando as often as we have, Disney as often we have, how much we eat when we're there, which is considerably less than what we eat here because of the heat and humidity. For us, we would be wasting, especially the character dining or the meals that are specifically, say, $70 per adult and $60 per child, because then you are automatically there's your gratuity. For us, that is not worth it, because we know we're not going to eat that amount of food. We're not. And I'm not saying character meals aren't worth it. They are, because obviously we've got the character interactions, but for us, food-wise, it's not worth it. Not at all.
There's an unfortunate trade-off in Disney World where your sit-down restaurants with characters, you generally find it's a lower quality of food.
Yes.
Well, that's
not Topolino's.
No, but Topolino's is the exception. But that's a la carte, that's made to order.
Yes.
Whereas, generally speaking, if you go to a character dining,
Mickey,
it's buffet style or all-you-can-eat family style. Now, the all-you-can-eat family style ones are generally spot on. The buffet ones are where it starts to...
But if you've got a child who's not going to eat, you still have to pay for them.
Yeah.
So I think, yes, that's included in the plan, the dining plan, so that doesn't really matter to you, but then at the same time, you still need to account that you're paying gratuity for that child.
Yeah.
And it's just a hidden cost, I think, that people who haven't maybe been to the US before.
And we do get a lot of families that contact us, a lot of people contact us, and they're like, well, we never even considered that.
Yeah.
And again, that's why we do what we do.
Yeah. We're not saying don't do it, but we're saying if you are going to do it, please make sure this is factored into the cost. And if you are going to do it, please run by your restaurants with us. Because we know what, like, we've had lots of people that are saying, we want to do T-Rex, we want to do Rainforest. That's great. If you want to do that, we'll 100% book that for you, we'll 100% support you in that. Best quality food.
Rainforest is
Not quite.
Rainforest is one of those restaurants that once you've done it, you've done it.
But Rainforest, I think, at Animal Kingdom is much better than Rainforest at Disney Springs.
Yeah, 100%. But again, we're going off topic again here, because this can be for another chat.
No, it can be, but what I'm saying is, if you think you're going to get the best value out of doing the sit-down Disney dining plan in comparison to the quick service Disney dining plan because you want to eat at Rainforest, that's never happening.
I'd just pay out of pocket for Rainforest.
Yeah. But I would also pay out of pocket for Rainforest and not Kingdom and not at Disney Springs. That's just us. And I think I've said this in multiple podcasts, YouTube is an incredible tool. If you don't know what restaurants you want to book, or you do know what restaurants you want to book, please, please, please watch reviews. We've got reviews on a lot of restaurants. We've actually got a lot of reviews still to put up. We've got a lot of reviews we still need to write.
Yep.
That maybe we need to start looking at, because
it's one of the main topics of a Disney holiday.
Yeah,
it's the food. Yeah.
Disney food. We've eaten at a lot of Disney restaurants. Yes, we've eaten at a lot of them multiple times. But
some of them we've not been back to.
Some of them we've been to once and they've been fantastic. Some we've been to twice, and the second time was absolutely horrendous compared to the first.
That's a phrase that's always coined in Disney World. The most consistent thing about the Disney food the most consistent thing about Disney food is its inconsistency.
Completely. Completely. The only place I would say we have been to in one Disney property that we have had the most incredible food every time we've been to is
Topolino's is just Topolino's is one of those ones that you kind of wish you'd never found
Yes.
because it's pricey.
Yeah.
But it's incredible.
I always say to our families, if you're going to do Topolino's, please don't do that first. Because you're always going to be disappointed when you go to other restaurants.
Tusker House is always a good one.
There's a lot that I would plan, but say to be fair, Topolino's can't normally get in the first week anyway. You normally just get in the kind of day 5 or day 6 because of how busy it is and how popular it is.
Yeah,
which actually works in people's favour.
Probably one of the hardest reservations to get in Disney.
Yeah. But if you want to do the sit-down dining plan, please run it by us because there's restaurants we would say you can probably get equally as good food at a quick service than you can at the sit-down. And I think that sums this up. The sit-down dining plan
does not automatically give you better food.
It does not give you better food. 100% does not give you better food.
Because a lot of people look at it and think, right, that's costing me a lot more money. I'm going to be sitting down for food.
And I'm going to get better.
Everything's going to be better. No.
100%.
Some of the best food I've ever had is from a quick service.
But some of the best food we've had has been a quick service resorts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's another topic to cover in the next thing.
Yep.
If you've got the quick service dining plan, you can eat at any Disney resort. I mean, anyone can eat at any Disney resort. If you've got the quick service dining plan,
certainly worth using at Disney Resort.
It's 100% worth using at Disney Resort.
That animation food court is incredible.
Primo Piatto every year.
It's insane.
That was everything at the park. That's a table service because they actually bring the food to you. You have actual silverware.
Yep.
You don't have plastic cutlery. The food is fantastic, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
The wee bar next to it, outside is tremendous.
The food they serve as well is amazing. Gasparilla Grill, the Grand Floridian, is insane.
We do that every visit.
Yeah, I think I've said that before. This podcast. If we're in Magic Kingdom, we don't eat Magic Kingdom.
No. Unless we're having our Starlight Cafe fix.
But that's so Sunny Eclipse.
Yeah.
We'll see Sunny Eclipse every trip.
Got to. And I think on that note we'll.
So I see that's got to be enough for this podcast because this is like information overload. Tomorrow we're going to record the next episode.
And I think going by this one alone, I think there'll be another one after that.
Yeah. The first 5 slides of our pages. It's been a long one, but also it's been a very informative one. This
one needs to be spot on, and that's why we've took so long to properly get in the right mind frame to sit and talk about it.
Yeah.
The right time to sit and talk about it. Well, as I say, we never script these.
No.
Like, as I always say, we're literally sitting on our couch right now.
There we are.
The kids are upstairs playing. You know, we're just sitting here talking. This is the first one where we've had, like, if you will, a little cheat sheet.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got our pack. If you want our pack, message us and we'll send you it. But we have got. I made slides, and it was mainly for a TikTok reel into the Disney Planet, and we're actually using that to. Yeah. It's just for a guide, just so that we know we're covering every single part of the dining plan, whether it's quick service, whether it's one quick service, whether it's the Disney dining plan. It just needs to be explained that you can have alcohol with your meal, you can have this, you can have that, you can book this.
Although, just remember, America, it's over 21.
So this last trip we had...
You're just going to keep going and going here, aren't you?
If you're going in the next week, before we get the next podcast out, please take your passport with you to verify your age.
Yeah.
Because there was a few, I'm not saying every, there was a few places we had to verify with our passports. Our driver's license and a photo of our passport was not enough.
Yeah, which used to always be enough. It always used to be enough to take a photograph or a photocopy of your passport. Used to be good enough. The UK driving license has never been accepted.
No, it's always been accepted alongside a photograph.
Yeah, it's never been. They don't class it as in America, a driving license is not a legal document.
No.
And that's how they class the UK. Even though here we can internationally travel, well, not internationally travel, we can travel within Europe on our part.
Domestically travel.
Yeah. So yeah, just I know it's not the greatest thing in the world is to carry a passport around, but we would highly recommend keeping it on there now because we did have a few incidents last time.
Yeah, we did. And as much as, it was frightening, next time I'm going to take an out-of-date passport and see if that works.
Yeah, we can.
I'm going to give that a go. But I also want to have
although we're checking your date of birth.
Yeah.
We can.
But I think that's appropriate to mention because I know we have got a lot of families over the next 2 weeks who are going. And for us to not mention that in every podcast that we talk about the dining plan is a fail on our part because they think that because they're older and we don't get asked for ID a lot here. Over there, my dad last year got asked for ID and this year he was 69. So, I mean...
I'm 42 and I get asked for ID every time I order alcohol.
Nobody... Even if you look over 21, you still get asked for ID.
I know I look young for my age, but...
I wouldn't say it. But let's just not talk about that. I think I might have given you a bit of a hard life.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think that's important to mention. If you're going, please make sure you have the appropriate ID.
Yeah.
You may get asked for it. More times than not, you will get asked for it. And maybe the odd occasion you don't. I do not want you to have to miss out on having to order a water or a soda when you could be ordering $17, $18 alcoholic beverage in its place.
And plus the cocktails are phenomenal. Disney don't use anything bar top shelf.
I wouldn't also say the water them down either.
No, they are incredible. Like, people might be listening to this going, $18 for a cocktail? Worth every penny. Because we're not talking just your normal run-of-the-range
But we
vodka.
also don't go...
Everything will be Grey Goose, etc. Not that I'm advertising or anything like that, but I'm just saying.
But we also don't go out... We don't go to a bar and just order a random cocktail. Like, if we can get that included in the dining plan, we'll do that. Yeah. It's not that credit, it's included as your drink as a meal. Yeah. However, we will maximise that, and that's what we're all about. We're all about letting people know how much they can get for their money. And if we can do that to the best of our ability, we will. If you want to go and just order what you want to eat, then that's fine. You do that. But for us, it's all about beating the dining plan. I know you hate that, but that's what we are all about. We're all about making or ordering more.
And not to sound alcoholic, we do enjoy a cocktail while we're on holiday.
We love a cocktail on holiday. We do. We love a cocktail.
You're on vacation. You're in the best place in the world, in our opinion.
I love nothing more than walking out Oral Showcase with a beer.
Yeah. A Norwegian beer, a German beer. Yeah. You know.
There's so many different things that you can try.
Yeah.
Give them a go.
Yep.
If you're in Epcot and you're in the UK pavilion and you're ordering fish and chips, there's specific beers from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
But you've maybe not tried. Like, there's some beers I hadn't tried before, and I'm from the UK. So give them a go. Go into another place and try a different beer, or if you just want a Bud Light with your
the Japanese sake bar is incredible.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
There's loads of things that you can try. Just it's about being clever with it, and it's about being sensible with it, and make sure you have bottles of water with you. Or going to quick service and getting water. Do not order. I've said this before. Do not order water as your drink.
And on the verge of repeating ourselves many more times.
Let's stop now.
Yep. As always, thank you to each and every person that has listened to this podcast and our other podcasts. You have no idea how much it all means to us. Really appreciate it. We got a thing the other day there saying that we'd reached over 500 streams.
No, we're more than that.
1,000?
Yeah.
That's incredible to think that nearly 1,000 people have listened to us.
Rambling on our couch.
Yeah, that's incredible. And again, thank you so much. As always, as we always say as well, Instagram's where I do most of my work is WDW with me. Ashley's on there now as well as Mrs. WDW with me.
Between Instagram and Facebook, I'll answer your questions happily.
We're obviously WDW with me on Facebook as well. We've got the YouTube channel. TikTok, we're still trying to get to use.
No, get better than that.
Yeah. Well, I'm still trying to get used to it. It's a young man's game. I'm out of that loop.
That's an Adam quote, that.
So, and that ties in perfectly. said at the beginning of this, I apologise that we've not been as active as we should be with our own podcast. But we've previously just recorded ones with Adam from Devonshire This, who every time is a great chat. So if you want to pop over there, check that out as well. We've also done one with
the Great British Mickey Waffle.
Yep, Great British Mickey Waffle, which again was a great chat. We've done that recently. Ashley's got her own little kind of mini series of podcasts that we do, that followers, people that she's helped to plan trips for, so make sure you check them out as well. We are going to try and get back on and being as much active as we can in these. As I said, sometimes real life takes over.
I mean, it has done recently. However, we're going to try and be a bit more proactive. So if there's anything you want to have us discuss, as much as I'm saying this, the next few are going to be about the dining plan.
And we'll leave it there on this one. And this is, as I say, Disney Dining Plan Part 1. Please tune in.
Part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7.
Yeah, they'll be coming soon. So again, thank you very much and good night.
Yeah.